of change. We know ideas have indeed consequences. May these consequences be positive. We know that ideas have change. May these change redound to the best benefits of all involved. We know that ideas do have challenges. May these challenges be met with a degree of commitment, because commitment is the enemy of resistance. We pray, God, above all, that the consequences that will redound will bring glory and honor to your name. You bless this nation. This nation is called after your own name, Trinidad, after the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. We thank you, God, for this blessing that you've blessed us with, even this new WASA Operational Control Center. We bless everyone present, and we bless this operational center for the degree of success that only you will bring to them. And so over all control and all in care of this control center, I say, may the Lord bless you, and may the Lord keep you. May the Lord cause his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon each and every one of you and bless you with his peace, his shalom, nothing broken, nothing lacking, everything whole and complete, in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you.
You may have your seats, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities. The Honorable Terence Singh, Minister of Health and Member of Parliament for St. Joseph. The Honorable Penelope Beckles-Robinson, Minister of Planning and Development. The Honorable Rohan Sinanan, Minister of Works and Transport. The Honorable Fitzgerald Hines, Minister of National Security. Senator the Honorable Kazim Hossain, Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. The Honorable Simon de Nobrega, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Communications. Senator the Honorable Donna Cox, Minister of Social Development and Family Services. Senator the Honorable Hassel Bacchus, Minister of Digital Transformation. Ms. Nicolette Duke, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Public Utilities. Ms. Marie Hines, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Planning and Development. Ms. Artie Bedassi, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Planning and Development. Ms. Sonia Francis Yearwood, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Works and Transport. Ms. Cheryl Ann Solomon, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Public Utilities. Mr. Ravindra Nanga, Chairman of WASA Board of Commissioners and other commissioners of the Water and Sewerage Authority. Ms. Dawn Callender, Chairman, Regulated Industries Commission. Mr. Sean Roach, Chairman of the Telecommunications Services of Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Sean D'Souza, CEO of Solid Waste Management Company Limited, Swimcall. Mr. Ronald Milford, Chairman of the Solid Waste Management Company Limited. Mr. Michael Seals, Chairman of TT Post. Mr. Kelvin Romain, CEO of WASA and members of WASA Executive Management Team. Mr. Curvis Francois, General Manager of the Trinidad and Tobago Electricity Commission, TNTEC. Other distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Ken Simmons, and I'm honored to be the Master of Ceremonies for today's commissioning ceremony of WASA's Operational Center, Control Center. And I'm indeed honored, as I mentioned, because to be part of this landmark achievement by the authority in their commitment to leveraging advanced technology for improved water and water waste management. And I know in times past we have desired to have such a facility, but today is the day that is going to be commissioned. And if you're happy about that, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. To deliver the welcoming remarks, I would like to call to the stage and to the podium Chairman of WASA Board of Commissioners. Please put your hands together and welcome Ravindra Nanga.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. And to those paying faces out there, I am not about to repeat the protocol list, all protocol observed. But do let me recognize our line minister, Minister Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities, and my own MP, Minister of Health, Mr. Terence Dayal Singh, all other ministers. A warm welcome to each and every one of you, all protocols observed. This journey began in December of 2020, and at our very first meeting as a board, we were given guidance by the Honorable Minister that you cannot run this authority from the boardroom, because if you so attempt, we will fall into the same pitfalls and errors of our predecessors. I, for one, and many members of my board, took that guidance and we moved forward in charting this course for the authority. Almost 4 years later, we are indeed pleased to welcome you and to invite you to this commissioning ceremony. And it has not been an easy road, but with the guidance, the sterling guidance provided by our line minister, Minister Beckles as the head of the subcommittee into the affairs of WASA, Minister Bacchus, whose ministry was instrumental in where we are today, a very committed board, a very committed executive, and those hardworking men and women of the authority. I know at times we come in for harsh criticism, and I take those criticisms on board, and that is what drives us to make this change. And in fact, one of the tasks that was given to us in December of 2020 was to chart a way forward and to develop a transformation roadmap for the authority to bring it into the modern entity that we want to see it in. And we have made a lot of progress on the way. We know that there are many citizens out there not getting the supply that they deserve, but rest assured we are working on that. Today is one of those red letter days that would assist us in achieving our aim of providing a satisfactory and deserving supply to all citizens of the country. And as I speak to you, if you turn to the back, you would see some of our young engineers coming in. And last year, as part of our transformation plan, a brainchild of our Honorable Minister, we embarked upon an engineer training program. And at that ceremony, I invited those young engineers to come on board. And I told them, you are not coming on board at an easy period in the authority. I welcome you on board, and the choice is yours. You can either be part of the problem that we are here to fix, or you can be part of the solution that this board, the minister, the government has embarked upon. And today I stand proud to say that that engineering program is a great success. It has brought back hope to the authority, and we are indeed proud to have these very young trainee engineers on board. And they are, in fact, I can say this morning without fear of contradiction, they are the future of the authority. They are testament to this government's vision that, in fact, we can leave Trinidad and Tobago in the hands of our young and upcoming professionals, and we can rest assured that they will take us comfortably into the future. There has been many pitfalls, as I have said, but I want to take this opportunity to thank the members of the government, my own line minister, for the unstinting support that they have provided to the authority. A couple of weeks ago, when we were signing the ceremonial contract to kick off the IDB loan program, the current director for the Caribbean of IDB, former Minister Lehunt, said, and it was a vote of confidence in our minister and the board and the authority, that the difference in transforming WASA this time around is that you have the right persons at the right time. So I want to take this opportunity to thank the government and our minister, Minister Beckles, for the unstinting support. I can also say without fear of contradiction, there is not a single request that I have made of minister and I have been told no. We have their unstinting support, and it is in no small part due to their efforts and their desire to see the authority transform that we are here today. I also want to recognize the members of the IDB, for they have provided a wealth of support to us as well. And as we partner with them, continuing to transform the authority, we assure them that this is not the old WASA that they were dealing with in the past. This is a new WASA, and we hope that we have demonstrated that we have come a long way in terms of giving value for money. I will not trespass on the Director of Corporate Services presentation, but it is with a great sense of pride that we stand here this morning to commission the Operation Control Center. There are many weaknesses in WASA as we speak, but we are working towards fixing them, and this system will go a long way in providing accountability so that where you had recently an entire village out of a supply for 10 years, stop and ask yourselves the question, with the systems in place in WASA, how could that have been allowed to proceed for 10 years unaccounted for? This system will allow that to be a thing of the past. It will bring a greater sense of accountability to the operations of WASA. So I wish to thank every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to share this momentous occasion with us. And I welcome you to the tour afterwards so you can see where the taxpayers' dollars are being spent. We will certainly get value for money. This will assist us in our continued drive to transform WASA and to bring the level of service to the level that the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago deserve. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ravindra Nanga. At this time, I would like to call to the podium and the stage Acting Director of Corporate Services at WASA. Please put your hands together for Ms. Alicia Romano. I'd also like to call the Senior Manager of Network Intelligence and Optimization of WASA, Andronakos Williams. Put your hands together for him as he comes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to stand on the protocol listing previously established. It was quite long, except, of course, for acknowledging the Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, our Minister of Public Utilities and my MP. My name is Alicia Romano, Acting Director of Corporate Services, and it is with a profound sense of honor and joy that we are asked to share the project overview this morning. For those of you who may not be aware, I am a newbie to WASA. I only started working at this great institution in December of 2021. When I arrived, I was tasked with one mission, and that was to increase operational efficiency of the authority towards increasing customer satisfaction. It is no secret that very often WASA makes headlines for its inadequate delivery of service to its population. As we attempted to change this narrative, and as I endeavored to achieve this very mammoth mandate given to me, I kept hitting a brick wall while attempting to gain the understanding of the operations and the overall day-to-day activities of WASA. And yes, on almost a daily basis, I was reminded that I was not part of what WASA so proudly refers to as the family. I was an outsider, and I was asking too many questions. But perhaps because I talk so much, eventually I was kind of accepted as a stepchild, and the employees started to open up to me and I realized that one of the main challenges the teams, particularly those on the field, faced in completing their tasks was that they were trying their very best to manage their areas of responsibility blindly. When I say blindly, I mean that they did not have at their disposal accurate, actual data readings of flows and pressures that they needed to determine if the system that they were expected to manage was operating as it should. Those responsible for producing the water did not have any feedback from the teams in the distribution as if the pressures leaving the plant were satisfactorily meeting their needs. And similarly, the teams in the field in one area could not, with certainty, know if the cause of customer X not receiving water was due to a challenge on the plant or a break on the line, or whether a valve that was supposed to be opened was accidentally left closed. In other words, everyone was doing their very best, but operating in silos. Even previous attempts to invest in technology were unyielding, since that too was established in silos. The data loggers bringing in some of our pressures and flows were only available via an online platform you had to log into when needed. The customer meters installed were sending readings to yet another independent system. And then our SCADA systems were all standalone on selected facilities and only viewed by the operators on those facilities. These pockets of data, these silos were astounding. Today, however, we are happy to announce that those silos have been broken. And with the support of our minister, the Water and Sewerage Authority of Trinidad and Tobago is honored to announce the commissioning of its state-of-the-art Operational Control Center, or the OCC. The OCC establishes the platform for a fully functional, centralized monitoring and controlling system. This system is our digital platform called the WASA Operations Control Systems, or also known as WOCS. Now, all data collected from all of our digital devices would now be collected in our established single data warehouse and available for analysis by our WOCS. No more silos, but instead, real-time situational awareness of our operations along our network. This milestone represents a significant leap forward in our commitment to providing an exceptional service to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We extend our heartfelt gratitude once again to the Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities, for his unwavering support in realizing this project. Additionally, we acknowledge the critical funding from the Public Sector Investment Program via the Ministry of Finance and the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, which was essential for development and the completion of the OCC. Once fully developed, by the procurement and installation of other such devices along the distribution network and on all of our production and distribution facilities, we would immediately know when there are anomalies on our network that may hinder our customers from receiving their scheduled supply. No longer would we have to wait for customers to tell us they are not receiving water. Instead, we will know within minutes. I would now pass you over to Ms. Andronicus Williams, who would have toiled to accomplish this along with some others, for example, Mr. Oseidu Howard, which you all will hear from later on during the day. And they toiled long before I even dreamt about coming to the authority. Mr. Williams is an electronic and computer engineer and the senior manager of the department responsible for the management of this project. He will give you the technical attributes of the facility. Mr. Williams.
Morning, everyone. Morning, Minister. All protocols observed. The OCC resides at our headquarters here in St. Joseph. Its footprint is approximately 2,500 square feet and it contains 2 wall-to-wall display screens. The OCC would be, in the near future, manned on a 24-hour basis by fully qualified E&I and hydraulic engineers, fully trained to manage our operations, and once fully developed from within those 4 walls, guiding our teams in the field and providing much needed support. There's accommodation for 14 such engineers on a 3-shift system, 365 days a year. Of the two video walls, one is dedicated to the display of the supervisory control and data acquisition. Human interface dashboards. These dashboards would primarily be responsible for the monitoring and control of our production facilities and our transmission trunk mains. The second of these two video walls is fully dedicated to taking the data ingested from all the digital systems, including the SCADA systems, and display the information on various geographic information system dashboards. These dashboards are where the power of the true system integration would be realized. How well the operations in the field are performed would now be visualized on these dashboards, pushing alerts when adherence to schedule compliance is not met. We would be able to, for the first time, visualize the actual customers affected by these anomalies. We go a step further. It is these same GIS dashboards visible in the OCC that would also be visible on the newly purchased mobile tablets that each field worker would now be assigned. No longer would they not have a comprehensive understanding of what is taking place, but it would literally be available in the palm of their hands. This center, because it would be occupied on a 24-hour basis, is equipped with a newly expanded server room and a redundant power supply system, ensuring uninterrupted 24/7 data collection and monitoring capabilities. This continuous data stream facilitates a proactive stance by enabling real-time analytics and data-driven decision-making, which significantly enhances operational efficiency. With great power comes great responsibility. Therefore, security remains paramount in our operations. The Operations Control Center employs advanced cybersecurity protocols, incorporating end-to-end encryptions for all remote connections over the cellular network. Dual-layer security is implemented via dedicated security appliance and an enterprise-grade firewall, both secured with two-factor authentication. Physical access is tightly controlled through advanced biometric and facial recognition systems. Surveillance infrastructure includes intelligent cameras with analytic capabilities, providing comprehensive security for the facility and its personnel. The Operations Control Center embodies a technological breakthrough and underscores our unwavering commitment to innovation and exceptional service delivery. Over time, we aim to launch additional initiatives that will propel the digitization and automation of water and wastewater services to new heights, thereby enhancing the efficiency and quality of service delivery, guaranteeing increased customer satisfaction and regulatory compliance.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as exciting as I know this all sounds, it doesn't stop there. The digital platform allows integration with other strategic information systems, like our customer relationship management system, containing the soon-to-be-available interactive voice response system, whereby persons calling into our contact center would now be greeted by a very friendly, automated, smart response system able to reply to everyone's specific needs. And before I close, at this time, we would like to give you a sneak peek into another such integrated digital platform being developed, WASA's new WOX mobile application, replacing the existing one and expected to be launched in August of this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the new WASA Ops app, 9 services at your fingertips, allowing progress tracking and customer feedback. The video, please.
Water is essential to our daily lives, and at the Water and Sewerage Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, we understand the importance of reliable and efficient service. We acknowledge and today we are taking a bold step towards rebuilding your trust.
Introducing the new WASA mobile app, powered by our advanced digital platform, WOCS. This isn't just an app, It's our commitment to you to provide better service and greater transparency. A leaking pipe? No problem. With just a few taps, our app uses your location to report the leak instantly. You can now track the repair status from verification to completion, ensuring transparency and efficiency in every step. Need water delivered? Whether for yourself, family member, or friend, our app makes it simple to schedule a delivery. Track the truck in real time as it makes its way to you, ensuring you're prepared on arrival. And when it's time to settle your bill, do so from the comfort of your home. Our e-payment partnership provides a seamless, secure payment process. Check balances, view past invoices, and manage payments with ease. While these features spotlight the major improvements, our app offers many more ways to enhance your interaction with WASA. From service updates to water quality reports, the power is now at your fingertips.
As we shift from traditional methods to a robust digital framework, this app is just the beginning. Join us in revolutionizing water and wastewater management in Trinidad and Tobago, ensuring sustainability and resilience for every citizen.
In conclusion, the new Operational Control Center started in September of 2023 and completed on time and below the estimated budget, reaffirms the authority's unwavering commitment to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. We are immensely proud of this achievement and stand ready to continue to serve the people of Trinidad and Tobago as we transition to a smart water utility. Together, we look forward to a future of enhanced service, technological advancement, and a brighter tomorrow for our nation. Thank you for being here today to celebrate this significant milestone with us. Thank you.
Can you put your hands together one more time for Miss Alicia Romano and Andronicus Williams? You know, the only constant in life is change. And I want to acknowledge the viewers on TTT, those of you that are viewing on the television and on social media, in times past. And I'm so happy that within my lifetime, I'm seeing technology being used to assist and to help those who need water. And I don't know anybody in the earth that don't need water. We all need water in a timely fashion. And we want to commend the improvement and this milestone achievement here today. So can we put our hands together one more time for WOX? So I would like to call one more time Miss Glorian Williams. I think she's a phenomenal talent because I saw her and I didn't expect that. I said, wow. But you know, just starting off. So put your hands together one more time as she sings for us, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. Nothing as we know it can be without God. The minute you see me here, you know I'm going to tell you something about God and His goodness. And I pray that you are blessed as I minister.
your hands have made, the awesomeness of you, Lord, and how your love will never fail. Mere words cannot express what I feel inside. I can't describe your glory divine, but as a token of my love, this is what I'll do. I lift my hands and cry, holy Lord. Lord, you're holy. Oh, and we lift you up and magnify your name. You're holy. Yes, Lord, Lord, you're holy. Oh, and we lift you up and magnify your name. There's not enough words that I can say to tell you how much I appreciate all the wonderful things you've given me, Lord. Your loving kindness and tender mercy. Yes, my desire to praise you, Lord, and tell you how much I love you, Lord. Lord, you're worthy of all the honor, and you are worthy of all the praise. I don't know how you can love me, or even give me so much mercy. You didn't have to suffer and die for me way back on Calvary, but I just want to thank you, Lord. Yes, I do. I thank you, Jesus. I just want to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful, glorious, holy and righteous, victorious, conqueror, triumphant and mighty, healer, deliverer, shield and defense, strong tower and my best friend. He's omnipotent, omnipresent, soon coming King. He's the Alpha Omega. Oh Lord, you are holy, Lord. Is your name. Wonderful, glorious, holy and righteous, victorious, conqueror, triumphant and mighty, my deliverer, shield and defense, strong tower and my best friend. He's omnipotent, omnipresent, soon coming King. He's the Alpha Omega. Lord, you're holy.
Wow. Listen, Glorin, she's not just a phenomenal talent, but she's extremely anointed. Extremely. You know the scripture says that your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men and women. And your gift has brought you here. My lady, your gift needs to be heard on a world scale. Phenomenal. I'm standing there and I say, Lord, forgive me. Please forgive me of my sins. I feel guilty. I say, Lord, help me. I don't want to go to hell, Lord. Don't help me. I'm just being honest. All right? And then he shed a tear like the Honorable Mr. Dial Singh there. Right? I just say, all right, let me behave myself. I want to be invited back at some point in time. At this time, I would like to call the Honorable Penelope Beckles Robinson to deliver remarks. Minister of Planning and Development. Put your hands together for her as he comes.
You know what's interesting, eh? The same minister who shed the tear, you know what he told Marvin and I? Nobody want to hear tool, you know. That's the beauty about good relationships. Your colleague could be honest with you. So thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Let me, of course, acknowledge the Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities, Chairman, Mr. Navindra Nanga, Senior Counsel, Chairman of the Water and Sewage Authority, and all other members of the board, Mr. Kelvin Romain, Acting CEO of WASA, and all other members of the management and staff of WASA. And no, I'm not going to go through all the lists. I'm just, because some people start to watch me kind of, I promise, Ms. Nicolette Jute, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Public Utilities, as well as my own PS, Ms. Marie Hines, Ms. R.T. Badesi, who's acting PS, all other permanent secretaries and DPSs. And let me especially acknowledge Councillor Josiah Austin. He's the chairman of the Tunapuna Piarco Regional Corporation. He's here with us. And I wouldn't live it down if I don't acknowledge that I'm in the constituency of St. Joseph. Let me acknowledge the Honorable Terence Yalsing, and of course all my cabinet colleagues that are here out here in the numbers to give support to Marvin for what is a truly wonderful occasion. Now, 2 billion people live without access to safe drinking water. And there is a clear linkage between climate change and water insecurity, especially in recent times. For me and many of us, it's just an absolutely wonderful opportunity as we come together for the commissioning of the Operational Control Center of the Water and Sewage Authority. I am truly honored to be here, and I extend my heartfelt thanks to my esteemed cabinet and parliamentary colleague, the Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, for inviting me. Minister Gonzalez, your leadership at the Public Utilities Ministry has spearheaded numerous national achievements that have brought immense benefits to our people. For this, you truly deserve our collective applause. As a matter of fact, I'm beginning to wonder if Marvin is sleeping. But then I understand this issue called water and this organization called WASA. But just to share with you that it was just a couple days ago that Minister Gonzalez, PS Duke, and myself were in Brasso, Venado for the launch of the newly upgraded Doppler radar tower, an essential advancement for our nation's resilience against weather and climate change. So how many of you have been to Brasso, Venado? Put up your hand. My Lord. Hardly anybody, but you all know that is in Trinidad, right? Okay, nice. Okay, so that's where we have our facility. It's over 100 feet above the ground, offers a breathtaking view, and from there on a clear day, you can actually see the towers. You can see Piarco. Yes, Mr. Biggs? Yes, fantastic. And of course, there is a link there between that facility and what we are offering today, because that is going to give real-time data and information as it relates to flooding and other things, which of course impact on the ability of WASA to be able to deliver water timely and the challenges that exist during flooding. Under the astute leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, and the diligent stewardship of Minister Gonzalez, our nation stands at the forefront of regional emergency and management strategies. This tower meticulously tracks storm formation and delivers precise real-time weather data, crucial for forecasting and issuing timely alerts, not just here but across the Caribbean. Such technological advancements are vital in our region where climate unpredictability and unseasonable weather are the new norm. I want to commend the chairman, Mr. Navindra Nanga, and the WASA board, along with the Ministry of Public Utilities and WASA authority staff. Their cooperation has been instrumental in these achievements. Furthermore, I want to acknowledge the dedicated efforts as well of the Ministry of Planning and Development, especially the Public Policy Reconstruction Division. Through the Public Sector Investment Program, or PSIP, they have played a crucial role in supporting the rollout projects and programs under the Trinidad and Tobago National Water Sector Transformation Program. The water cycle and the cycle of life are one. The principle underscores the fact that water is essential for nature and a fundamental resource at the core of sustainable national development. Today's commissioning of the Operational Control Center is a testament to this government's commitment to fulfilling the aims of the Trinidad and Tobago National Development Strategy, Vision 2030, focusing on key themes such as improving productivity through quality infrastructure, delivering good governance and service excellence, putting people first, and placing the environment at the center of social and economic development. These efforts collectively contribute to the goal of building globally competitive businesses. The use of technology to manage our valuable water resources at this facility sets a benchmark as the largest of its kind in the English-speaking Caribbean. I applaud the Ministry of Public Utilities and WASA for their exemplary performance under the Public Sector Investment Program in pursuing their mandate to provide a safe and sustainable water supply for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. This facility will increase the availability of water by detecting and ameliorating aged pipes and reducing wastage through leak detection, thereby diving into the future with innovations like geographic information systems, telemetric technology, and state-of-the-art video technology that will automate WASA's leak repair and water provisions services aimed at enhancing customer satisfaction. Artificial intelligence is one of the most important and exciting technologies of the 21st century. One of the ways in which AI is being used in water management is to monitor and analyze water cycle data. This includes checking water quality, tracking water use, and identifying potential problems in water supply infrastructure. Artificial intelligence can be used to predict water demand and to optimize water supply throughout the day. This can help water utilities reduce water waste and ensure that water demand is met effectively. We are not far from achieving these goals using these new technologies. It is just a matter of time and planning. I was speaking with Marvin a while ago, and I was saying that, I just want to probably share with you so you're going to have a better understanding of what this is, especially since there are so many MPs here. So you would get a call from one of your constituents that says, Minister, it's 3 days now we didn't get water and we didn't see the turncock officer attend. People who live in constituencies and villages, they know who's the turncock officer, they know when they're on vacation. So I'm just putting it real that this is part of what they're trying to achieve. So we will kind of understand it. And they will also know that WASA has employed a new person who don't know where the valve is, and he's looking all over for it. So you will see the van up here, traffic stop, they're in the middle of the road, they turn the direction, so you know you ain't getting water today, go in the next direction. So those are the kinds of things that this technology will address, and I think is important for the average person to understand. Of course, if you MP of rural constituencies like myself and MP Monroe, so the people of Blanchisseuse will call me and tell me that is 7 days now, no water, you know, the generator down, this burn, whatever, and sometimes WASA is yet to find out, and you have to communicate that. That is what these systems is really all about. And of course, we all look forward, both as citizens, as MPs, as managers, and everyone else, and recognize the value. And it's not that, you know, sometimes when we do these exercises, everybody feels, well, tomorrow is going to be, everything is going to change. It's going to take time. You know, I'm not going to go into all the engineering aspect of it, but I think you understand that it also requires some changing of pipes, a number of other things to make sure that the technology becomes flawless in the time in which we all expect. But I'd like to say, as Minister with responsibility for environment, I am particularly impressed by the potential of the Operational Control Center to address wastewater management and contribute to environmental sustainability. With global water demands increasing, the United Nations predicts a 40% shortfall in global water supply by 2030. Our proactive approach to managing consumption and production patterns through this project is crucial for mitigating potential deficiencies in our future water supply, thus encouraging judicious water use and reducing waste. Furthermore, climate change adaptation and mitigation are additional environmental benefits for managing water resources through this project. By promoting water conservation, reducing water-related emissions, and adapting to changing climate conditions, management through the OCC can profoundly influence the development of our natural environment to our best interests. This initiative also prepares us for extreme weather events like atmospheric rivers, which can create extreme rainfall and floods, often by stalling over watersheds vulnerable to flooding. This initiative adapts to changes, ensuring a safe water supply in the face of weather phenomena associated with climate change and natural disasters. This leap in technological and operational capacity would not have been possible without significant investment on the part of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Funded by the Public Sector Investment Program, the establishment of the OCC represents government's commitment to the transformation of the water sector and the ushering of a secure and sustainable water future for all. That transformation is complex and extensive, requiring multiple interventions on multiple levels. Take, for example, the Community Water Improvement Program, CWIP, under which 86 projects were completed, bringing water, in some cases for the first time, to over 200,000 persons. On the Northwest Water Supply Improvement Program, under which 23 projects have been completed, and Well Development Program, which has led to the establishment of 11 new wells, resulting in an increase of 3 million Empyrean gallons per day in our water supply. Just last month, the MPU announced the commencement of major infrastructural works under the Trinidad and Tobago National Water Sector Transformation Program, which is facilitated by a loan agreement signed by the Inter-American Development Bank and the government of Trinidad and Tobago. The first tranche of that facility, funded at $80 million US, will fund 3 components of the NWSTP, Water Stabilization and Improvement Support for Water Sector Transformation and Network Optimization. Some of the key projects to be undertaken under the first loan arrangement are the refurbishment of the Navet, Chatham, Guanapo, Freeport, and North Oropouche water treatment plants, as well as the construction of 2 new water treatment plants at Santa Cruz in Trinidad and Goldsboro in Tobago. Other projects include the construction of 3 new wells in Freeport, 1 each in Chatham, Pinal, and Tucker Valley in Chaguanas, a program-age pipeline replacement bulk metering, and the procurement and installation of the SCADA system that was referred to a while ago. By now, it is obvious to all, at least I hope it is, that as revolutionary, as impactful as the OCC may be, it is just part of a critical part of such an expansive vision for the water sector. That vision, in turn, is grounded in a vision for public utility sector, which is a component of broader national vision. King Solomon, believed to be one of the wisest men on earth, wrote in the book of Proverbs, without a vision, the people perish. So let me close by saying that I have had the good fortune of working very closely with Minister Gonzalez and the board and his team as chairman of the Water Sector Transformation Committee. And I want to say that today I'm extremely proud of his vision, of his leadership, and of the great work that he has been doing in the Ministry of Public Utilities. We all know that it is not easy to deal with the issue of water. I indicated to you that water is a challenge for the world, the issue of availability of water. And therefore, this intervention, this very modern intervention, and I see Minister Bacchus here, who I know has played a very critical role in ensuring the inclusion of technology, digitalization, not just in public utilities, but in many other ministries. But in this particular ministry and in WASA, it's really critical for us, because what it does, it gives WASA the kind of information to make better decisions and to ensure that we have a lot more water to distribute to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I want to say that we in the Ministry of Planning and Development are fully aware of the integral role that we play in the realization of this vision. We will continue to do our part to support the Ministry of Public Utilities, thus ensuring that the services it provides, from water and waste management to electricity and telecommunication, facilitate and improve quality of life for our people of Trinidad and Tobago, and of course the development of our beautiful country. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Penelope Beckles-Robinson, Minister of Planning and Development. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the screen behind me. We have a video presentation at this time.
Upon assuming the portfolio of Minister of Public Utilities, I recognize the urgent need to resolve WASA's inadequate service delivery. For years, issues were mainly highlighted through public complaints or protests. I was determined to make a difference to truly serve our citizens. As Minister, I took decisive action championing the digital transformation of WASA. We began with creating a centralized hub to capture, store, and analyze all field data. Today, I am proud to announce that we have achieved this with the commissioning of the Operational Control Center. This innovative solution is a critical achievement towards WASA's journey towards efficiency in the management of our water and wastewater sector. It demonstrates government's commitment towards creating a digital society for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, affording greater transparency and efficiency and improved service delivery to all our citizens.
Welcome to the heart of innovation, the Operational Control Center of the Water and Sewerage Authority of Trinidad and Tobago. Here, cutting-edge technology meets strategic planning to revolutionize water management for our nation.
More than just a building, it represents a shift towards a smarter, more efficient management system. Equipped with state-of-the-art digital technology, the OCC serves as a central hub for monitoring and control, thus optimizing the country's water and wastewater sector. Additionally, the OCC fosters collaboration and integration with several stakeholders, striving to enhance the resilience and reliability of this country's water supply.
The OCC's big data capabilities enable us to analyze and synthesize business intelligence like never before. By efficiently allocating resources for repairs and replacements, the OCC helps us maintain our infrastructure and prepare for future growth.
The Operations Control Center is equipped with advanced automation technology to communicate with and remotely monitor and control our expanding SCADA and telemetric systems. It provides real-time monitoring, analysis, remote control, and predictive capabilities to optimize water distribution and wastewater collection. The OCC addresses maintenance issues efficiently and enhances resilience and sustainability, ensuring the reliable delivery of clean water and wastewater collection to and from every corner of our country.
Across our country, the water utility relies heavily on its geographic information system to manage its infrastructure. With the utilization of GIS software and satellite imagery, the utility maps its pipelines and optimizes its distribution. Field technicians use real-time data to address schedule compliance issues, ensuring the uninterrupted flow of clean water throughout the country. These systems stand as guardians of efficiency and sustainability, vital for the preservation of our country's most precious resource.
Imagine a network that's not just smart, but intelligent. That's the power of the OCC and the new WASA Operations Control System, the WOCS.
Before the OCC, we faced numerous challenges. Lack of awareness of inconsistent water supply and levels of service all contributing to a lack of real-time knowledge of our operation. Customer protests and complaints were our way of knowing our customers were not receiving a consistent supply. It was as if we were operating blindly.
But now, with the work system and the 24-hour monitoring in the OCC and in the field with our new mobile devices, we have a solution. Sensors installed across our network provide real-time data on flows, pressures, and water quality, giving us for the first time a complete picture of our system.
The OCC accepts real-time data from various sensors and other telemetric devices, such as flow meters on our plants and along our pipeline network, providing enhanced situational awareness.
The OCC platform supports the goal of reducing non-revenue water by digitizing calculations and generating daily audits of plants and transmission systems, service level reports, hydraulic modeling updates, and leak reports. It monitors water availability, schedule compliance, leak detection, rainfall, and reservoir levels, allowing us to address issues proactively. These enhancements lead to greater efficiency, reduced costs, and improved customer satisfaction. By adopting a proactive, data-driven approach, we ensure optimized network performance and reliable water supply.
Our goal was to create the platform to establish our smart water network. This was achieved, now ensuring reliability and efficiency. The WASA system via the OCC enables us to monitor and control system parameters, enhancing the quality of service we provide to all our customers 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
With the Operational Control Center, we are not just managing water and wastewater services, we are shaping the future of the water management in Trinidad and Tobago. It demonstrates our commitment to excellence and innovation for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago.
The Operational Control Center isn't just a building. It's a testament to innovation, efficiency, and a commitment to serving our communities. Join us as we embark on this journey towards a smarter, more sustainable water future for all.
Indeed. You know, it is often said that a soldier is proven best in the day of battle. And a lot of people may argue about different opinions, and even some will try to argue with the facts, but you really can't argue with the facts. And the facts are, since the Honorable Minister has taken the helm of public utilities, we have seen major improvement in WASA and some other deliverables. Can't argue with that. And how great it is for leaders to lead in front. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to deliver the feature address, the Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies. To my esteemed Cabinet and parliamentary colleagues, as well as the Member of Parliament for the constituency of St. Joseph, Mr. Ravindra Nanga, our freshly minted Senior Counsel, the Board of Commissioners of the Water and Sewage Authority, heads of the utilities, agencies, chairmen, permanent secretaries, executive leadership of the Water and Sewage Authority, my permanent secretary, Ms. Nicolette Duke, as well as the leadership of the Ministry of Public Utilities. Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, before I took the podium, I was having a brief chat with my colleagues on both sides, Minister Beckles and Terry. And Terry is the acting leader of government business in the House of Representatives. And he's always looking at whether or not we conduct ourselves in accordance with the standing orders of the House. So, having viewed all of the proceedings this morning, he said, I'm giving you instructions to go there and say, I beg to move. But I sit on the lower bench and, operating in a disciplined political organization, I tell myself there might be huge political implications if I defy the leader of the House. So I don't plan to defy the leader of the House, but just more or less to thank God and to thank my Prime Minister and political leader and all my colleagues in the Cabinet, as well as all of the managers of the Water and Sewage Authority for the great work that we have done over the last 4 years. It has not been an easy journey, all of you will admit, because change can sometimes come with huge implications, because many people are vested significantly in the status quo. And oftentimes it is for corrupt reasons. There are people who make a lot of money as a result of dysfunctions in Trinidad and Tobago. By the way, I came with a prepared speech, and I am not planning to use my prepared text, but I pray to God that I don't say anything out of sync to tarnish what we have heard so far. But I think it's important for me to share with you that over the last 4 years has been quite challenging, but also rewarding. Because as a young boy growing up in poor, humble circumstances in a rural community, it is only because of Trinidad and Tobago I'm standing before you. It is only because of those who would have gone before us, believing that it does not matter where you come from in this society. Once you make the necessary sacrifices and do the work, we can achieve great things, not for ourselves, but for our country. And we are here today because we believe that despite the various challenges we would have had in the water sector over the last 50 years. And what you have witnessed here this morning is an example that we can open new dawns in this country. Despite all of the allegations and the proof of corruption and the attempt to burn this very headquarters many years ago, today we are demonstrating to Trinidad and Tobago that we are a resilient people who believe in the words of our national anthem, where every creed and race we find an equal place, and in the fires of hope and prayer, and with boundless faith in our destiny, that there are good people and good citizens who, despite all of the challenges, we will work towards building a better Trinidad and Tobago. So the little boy from Paramin, representing a beautiful constituency of Lupino. Where are the Lupino people here? Being given an opportunity in a great, this is not a political speech, but I must say that it is because of PNM policy and PNM education we are standing here today. And it is for that reason I have decided, with the support of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, that the future of Trinidad and Tobago is dependent upon our young people who would have benefited tremendously from PNM policies and PNM education. And what you have seen here this morning, it is because of brilliant minds, young minds of engineers who graduated from university not too long ago, taken from different parts of the country and working with the leadership of WASA to make this a reality. Shaira Ali, who is the Director of Operations, first woman Director of Operations in the history of the Water and Sewage Authority. You have Anand, who is the Senior Manager in South Trinidad. All of them would have entered WASA under a leadership, an engineering leadership program over 20 years ago. And for one reason or the other, that program came to an end. And because it came to an end, we would have seen a precipitous decline in the quality of work coming out of the authority. We have decided that this is going to be no more. And we will reopen the doors of the authority for some of our brightest minds, young men and young women, to come into the authority and to make a professional life, to improve the living circumstances of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Let us give it up for our young engineering interns. Four years ago, the level of 24/7 coverage was just about 31%. We had over 100 pumps and motors down. Pumps and motors that were supposed to be providing water to people all over Trinidad and Tobago were down. They were not repaired. We faced a situation where the backlog of leaks was over 5,000. Just to name a few. And in addition to that, communities like Mon Diablo and Granville and Mayaro and Moruga, parts of Lavantil, East Port of Spain, Paramin, Toco, Sangre Grande, suffered tremendously for not having access to water. With a dedicated board and a competent team of WASA employees, we decided to undertake the transformation of the authority with the support of the government of Trinidad and Tobago, with Minister Beckles leading the transformation team. And I decided that transformation, at the end of the day, whatever you would have done to the executive leadership of the authority, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago would only understand transformation when water starts flowing through their taps. They're not interested in nothing else. They don't care who is the executive officer. They don't care who is the director of operations. They don't care who leads the board. They don't care who is the chief executive officer. All they care about is whether or not water is flowing through their taps. And because of that, we started the Community Water Improvement Program. And as Minister Beckles would have said a short while ago, completing over 80 projects in 4 years in communities all over Trinidad and Tobago. Not recognizing race, not recognizing whether or not you vote for red, not recognizing whether or not you vote for yellow, or whatever color there exists. We have many of them in Trinidad and Tobago these days, especially in St. Joseph. Plenty colors. I can't keep up. Some of them have WASA blue and all. And they represent water, by the way. But we went into communities all over and we touched lives. We constructed over 20 booster stations. We laid down pipelines all over. We constructed water treatment plants. We drilled wells. Even in Tobago, when my colleague, Minister Kojo, realized that water was flowing through the ground from the successful well program, she looked at me in cabinet one day and she said, there is no dry hole in Tobago. But we did that, and we touched lives. Over 200,000 people seeing an improvement in their supply of water, many of whom for the very first time. And I want to congratulate the hard-working men and women of the authority. Some of them went into communities like Paramin and Lupino. They didn't want to go. Some of them have to run them out because they're eating bake and coffee in people's home. A little bit again, Minister Beckles, 20 years ago when TNTech workers went up to assist the people in Grenada after the passage of Hurricane Ivan, you had to go up there and intervene and get men out of there because they don't want to go. And today, of course, just on a side note, 2 days from now, men from TNTech will be going back again in Grenada to restore their water supply. Minister Beckles, as the acting Minister of Public Utilities, please ensure that that does not happen again. But we must feel proud that all of the work that we would have done over the last 4 years, we touched ordinary lives. Very soon, the people of Granville and the people of Cedros and the people of Icacos, the people of Moruga, the people of Santa Flora, the people of Palo Seco, all of these people who endured lack of water for over 20 years as a result of our well program, which is well underway, you will see an improvement in the supply of water. We did not come here overnight, and we will not get out of here overnight, but with the grace of God, we will get to where we're supposed to be. We will get where we're supposed to be. And we did that with no allegations of corruption. Nobody attempting to burn down WASA St. Joseph. No beat-them pipeline or wastewater scandal. And no drunken prime minister on a stage talking about Gangapai. We did that with dignity, with honesty, with integrity, and with a belief in the people of Trinidad and Tobago to do right by our oath of office. So my task this morning is to thank Alicia and all the young people who would have worked so hard to make this morning a reality. Minister Beckles will tell you that despite all of the water treatment plants we constructed, all of the wells that we would have drilled, if at the end of the day it depends on someone getting up in the morning to turn on a valve to determine whether or not the people of Trinidad Trinidad and Tobago get water, our citizens get water, then our work will be in vain. And therefore, we are depending on technology. As you would see here, the commissioning of an operational control center, that when people experience a disruption in their supply of water, we will know in real time, and we will respond in real time. And there's no need to take placards or go by the MP for Maruga and get tires to burn and to block roads. We have invested in an infrastructure that will allow the authority to respond to your concerns in real time. And by that, we will see a significant improvement in the supply of water for all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. To the staff at the Network Intelligence and Optimization Unit, the Operations Division, the Information and Communications Management, the Facilities Management Department, the Procurement Department, the HSC Department, and the Finance and Customer Care Department, thank you for making this morning a reality. This journey has just begun. We will continue to work towards improving the supply of water for all our citizens, regardless of whether or not you live in North Trinidad, in Central Trinidad, or in South Trinidad. Regardless of whether or not you live in Tobago, you have a board and a team of managers who are not influenced by anything other than to do right by our oath of office. I feel very confident that with the work that we have started over the last 4 years, with the support of our partners at the Ministry of Planning and Development, the government of Trinidad and Tobago, our international partners, the IDB, CAF, and all other international agencies, every dollar will be spent towards improving the lives of ordinary citizens in Trinidad and Tobago. This operational control center will be the central hub of the authority, monitoring every single thing that occurs on WASA's transmission and distribution network, and ensuring that whenever we have disruption, there will be real-time response. We will no longer be operating in the dark, and we will take our level of service to a different level all entirely. And the people of Trinidad and Tobago will have an authority that we are all proud about. May God bless you all, and may God bless the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Minister Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities. At this time, I would like to call the Acting Chief Executive Officer of WASA, Mr. Kelvin Romain, to come to deliver the vote of thanks. Put your hands together for him as he comes.
Thank you. I stand on all protocols established. However, I'd like to recognize my line minister, Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, and our MP for St. Joseph, Honorable Minister Terence D. Helsing. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. It is my distinct pleasure to have been invited to give the vote of thanks on this auspicious occasion, which is truly a watershed moment, no pun intended, in the authority's history, and a significant step in the improvement of our operations that will surely improve the delivery of service to our valued customers. The use of modern technology in the water sector is a cornerstone in the transformation of the authority, and the commissioning of the new Operation Control Center is certainly a momentous development. It is heartwarming to see this wonderful cross-section of persons from across various sectors gathered today for this special commissioning event. I want to take this time to extend our exceeding gratitude to our line minister, the Honorable Marvin Gonzalez, Minister of Public Utilities, who has been the unrelenting driving force behind the transformation of WASA, by extension, the water sector here in Trinidad and Tobago. Minister, we thank you for your vision and foresight. Yes. And the critical support you continue to provide to the authority to achieve many ongoing transformation initiatives, such as this one, that we are about to commission today. Thank you also for your remarks that have placed this particular accomplishment in the context of the broader vision and plan for an agile, technologically driven and responsive water utility. A special thank you to the Honorable Penelope Beckles-Robinson. Sorry, my apologies. Penelope Beckles-Robinson, Minister of Planning and Development, for your continued support of the authority and the ongoing efforts to improve our operations and service to the citizens of this country. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us and for your continued unwavering commitment to the improvement of the authority and the service we provide to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. To the Chairman of WASA's Board of Commissioners, Mr. Ravindra Nanga SC, I extend thanks to your enlightening remarks and thank you for the decisive leadership you continue to provide to our Board of Commissioners and your relentless oversight. Your uncompromising demand for better standards augur well for the future of the organization. I also thank the Acting Director, Corporate Services, Alicia Romano, and Senior Manager, Andronicus Williams, of the Network Intelligence Optimization Unit, for the informative overview of the OCC and the expected outcomes of this initiative. A special thank you also for the entire project team that was involved in this conceptualization, development, and completion of the OCC, including the contractors who worked diligently and tirelessly to complete this project, as mentioned, within time and budget. That's crucial, right? To the lady with the golden voice, our very own, right? Our very own, Lauren Williams, thank you for your beautiful rendition of our national anthem and very touching song. Pastor Desmond Austin, thank you so very much for taking the time to be here with us and for setting the right tone with your opening prayer. A special thank you to all persons from MPU and the team here at WASA who have worked assiduously to ensure all arrangements were in place for this event. To all our special invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a warm thank you for your attendance and making this occasion a special one. Have an enjoyable rest of the day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kelvin Romain, Acting Chief Executive Officer of WASA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we have come to the end of our function for this morning, well, at least this part of it. So what I would ask that the ushers come forward as we escort.